Everybody, and welcome to week 2 of the Citrix Analytics email series that we've been sending to your inbox. My name is Gunnar Berger. I work in the CTO office here at Citrix, and I'm here on behalf of our Citrix Analytics team in a video series, email series that we've created for you to help you better understand Citrix Analytics, how to set it up, and how to get some value out of the service. So, I'm assuming at this point in time, you've already gone through week 1. If not, make sure to check your email and go back and check that video out first. Only takes 2 minutes and you'll be up and running. But with that out of the way, let's jump into week 2 here. So in week 1, we set it up when we started sending data into Citrix Analytics. But I told you at the end of that video that there was no real point in looking any further at that point in time because you just stood it up. So now that you've been running it for about a week, we want to go take a look at that data. One thing you should notice is you should have some discovered users at this point in time. Now, obviously, our environments can be very different, but you should have some showing up discovered users, because when you enable that data sources, that's what's going on, that the data starts flowing in and Citrix Analytics starts creating these different user profiles, which we'll be talking more about user profiles next week. But for right now, you should be seeing some discovered users. And if you click on any of those discovered users, I'm just going to click on Georgina here. You may not see anything here. These are risk indicators, which again, we'll talk about in a later video. Risk indicators take some time to come around. So it's been about a week. You might see a few, but chances are you're probably not going to see that much. But I want at this point in time to at least show you that data is coming into the system. You may not have risk indicators, you may not have a rich profile like the one you're seeing on my screen, but so you might have this question of, well, is data even coming into my system? Yes, it is. Well, I hope it is, and I'm going to show you how to check that. So no matter where you are right now, go to the top right-hand corner and click on Search. From here, right now, I'm already seeing my raw data. If you clicked on search and you're not seeing anything here, it's because you're probably in a different service. So by default, it's Access. If you jump over to Content Collaboration, you should see data. Or if you're not using Content Collaboration, but you're using Apps and Desktops, you should see data. If all 3 of those show you no data, go ahead and contact Citrix support, which you can do right up here in the Help menu. But I'm going to assume you have some data flowing into the system at this point. So let me show you how you can filter through that data. And to do that, I'm going to jump back on Access real quick, because the first thing I want to show you is faceted search, or basically a filtered view of your search. So here you have various categories. So something like location, I can limit the search to a certain location. So I'm going to go with Argentina. Now I'm only going to see the data flowing in from Argentina. The next search I want you to look at is the search bar here at the top. Now you might think this is a Google search bar because it kind of looks like one, but it doesn't work like one. I can't just type in a random thing and have it work. This is actually going to be more akin to a SQL query, if you're familiar with that. Meaning you have to create some type of query in order to get information out of it. So for instance, here's this user Gavin down here. Let's say I wanted to find every bit of information I could about Gavin. Well, to do that, I'd scroll down and go to username. And then I'd click again and it says, okay, there's different operators I can use. So I'm going to say contains some value, and I'm going to say Gavin. And I'll search on that, and I've got all the information I have on Gavin, which wasn't that much information. I can actually take this data and export it. And to export it, you just click this button over here, Export to CVS format, which CVS can be imported in just about anything out there. So if you click that button, it's going to prepare the file, and then you'd be able to download it after it's done preparing it. If you want to learn more about the different type of search queries that you can do, the best thing you can do is go into Help and go to Documentation. This will bring you into our product documentation screen. I'm showing you Security Analytics, so you want to click Security Analytics, then go to Self-Service Search. From here, you can learn the different queries for the different products. So I was showing you access control, and you can see, here's a query on the different booleans or different operators that you can use to do your search. So if you need more in depth, go check that out. And with that, I'm going to end. So in this video and the previous video, so far you have been able to turn on Citrix Analytics, and now you've been able to determine how data is coming into the system and how to filter through that data a little bit. In the next video, we're going to go into more in depth into the user profiles. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And thanks again for watching this video. We'll see you in a week.